This is called pretzel. I called him a liar because what he just told me was impossible. You can't smell cancer, I said. You don't want to believe me. Who would? But it's true. The waitress came over with a fresh round of drinks, bumping her hip against his shoulder. That's another reason I hated him. He could have any woman he wanted. In his bar, in our office, he was tall and had blue eyes and a bright smile that charmed everybody instantly. It's not impossible. They've shown dogs can do it. Why not me? I don't know if it's the cancer itself or maybe something the body produces in response to it, but I'm never wrong. I smell that smell, and without fail, that person, well, you know. I stabbed at the ice cubes with my drink straw. Why would you even say something like that? It's sick. He pulled out his phone and said about clicking and scrolling. The flashy device was one of his perks for making junior partner. Never mind that I'd been with a friend 5 years longer, but was still stuck downstairs with associates in the contracts. Remember Cheryl Meyer? He knew I did. Cheryl and I had worked on a big oil spill case together. She died a few weeks ago after only a 4-month battle with cancer. At first, everyone thought it was an intestinal parasite, something she brought back from Thailand. What about her? Look here. On the screen was his email, the drafts folder. He clicked on one of the messages, something written but never sent. The subject said, not a parasite. The body said, Cheryl Meyer has cancer. So look at the date. I squinted. The email was timestamped late April, weeks before Cheryl had shown any sign. The waitress came over, hip against his shoulder again, and asked if there was anything else we needed, even though we barely touched our drinks. He beamed up at her, maybe in a few minutes. I'm Jack, by the way. I'm Melissa, but my friends call me Missy. She set a folded slip of paper, her number, just like that, in front of Jack and walked away. Well, he asked. This doesn't prove anything. But of course it did. It proved everything. Could he have faked that timestamp? The phone's date time settings were controlled by satellite. Even if he could, would he? How could you know? He pulled the phone from my grip. Cheryl had the smell. It's like cabbage, chopped up for coleslaw, with a little note of decay, a little sour, you know? You didn't tell her? You didn't say anything? No, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. By the time I can smell it, it's too late, too advanced, metastasized. She was a goner. I sank in my chair. He looked at me. I'm sorry, that was a careless thing to say. It's just that we're friends, you and me. You're one of the nicest people in the office. Everyone else is so aloof and self-involved. You're easy to hang with. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry. Sorry, I echoed. The waitress came again, all bright and sparkling. When she saw my face, her smile dropped. Not the best time, Jack told her, and she left. I pulled the drink straw from my glass and twisted it into a loose knot, a candy-striped pretzel. So how much time do I have? Can you at least tell me that? He shrugged. I don't know. You'd need to ask a doctor. I nodded and untied the straw. I tried to make it straight, but it was bent now. It would never be straight again. I've got one more short piece, which is a poem, but it's actually almost like a flash. I don't know what it is, right? But this is from a reading series in San Francisco, Quiet Lighting, which is curated by our very own Evan, who is filming here. For a moment, I am almost grateful to the terrorists, because the whole airport security thing obliterates the whole hanging out at the gate thing. What do I want to hang out for? She's leaving. It's not enough I drove her to the airport. One not real kiss, one not real hug, and I'm already loping down the leaving sidewalk, back to the parking garage, paying my $4, goddamn ripoff for only 15 minutes, then shooting down the ramp, onto the highway, back to town. Already I am forgetting her, I tell myself, and her absence fills me like helium, so light even the car feels like it could lift off any second. What to do with the rest of the day? I realize the rest of the day is my own. Like tomorrow and the next day and all the days after are my own too. Already I am forgetting her, and back in my apartment, I lie down on my sofa for a nap. The thing she hated most to see, me relaxing, not doing anything productive. I really stretch out and nod off. When I awake, it is still afternoon, quiet, and I remember she is not there. The whole night still to come, Saturday night. And I smile and go into the bathroom to splash water on my face and even drink from the faucet, another thing she hated. And when I go to wipe my hands, the towels are still damp from her last shower. I press my face into the dampness, and I smell her, and I smell her, until I am damp with her too. Thank you.